All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Back 40 Friday Night Live. I see there are quite a few people here in here already, so that is good to see all of you here on a Friday night to hang out with us, kick back and enjoy this Friday evening. It's a hot one here in Wisconsin. Well, hot for me anyway. Some people like this heat, but not me, so let's kick the show off and welcome all of you here. Raise up those cups and yeah, let's have a big cheers. So glad you're here. Cheers. I see we have, let's see, I saw Tim and Old Saws in here. Good evening. I saw Tom Bryan in here. Good to have you with us tonight, Tom. I think I saw you didn't have anything to announce tonight, so hopefully that's good news. And you can fill us in some more next week. Yeah, who else is in here? I tell you what, if you're new here, don't be afraid to jump in to the chat and get interacting with some of these other woodhounds in here tonight. It's always a good time interacting and kicking back, having some fun. If you have a question for me, it helps if you throw a Q, a capital letter Q in front of your question, and that helps me pick it out of the chat to see it is directed at me and not anybody else. So, like I said, if you're new here, just that helps. But otherwise, if you do have questions, just feel free to ask them. In the woodyard, Mr. Chris is here. Good evening. You got the heat over there on your side of the state? I tell you what, it's supposed to be even hotter tomorrow. So, not good. For me anyway. Like I said, I don't mind warm weather, but I don't like too hot. Oh, hey, Tom Waldo is here tonight. Good evening, Tom. Good evening. Stacy Schneider, good evening. Daniel Atkins, how are you doing? I saw you said something about sending the heat this way from out on the West Coast. So, thanks for that. Greatly appreciate it. Timon, the Black Eyed Vlogs is here. Tim Thompson. Yeah, it's a steamy one, all right. Like I said, it was hot today. A little while ago, little boss man was in the water, like for the first time this year. He's got the big lily pad over there, as you guys saw. Oh, and you know what? I haven't adjusted the fire cam. Let me turn this thing down here. Look at that. Get things rolling, and I don't even make the necessary adjustments to bring in the fire. Probably because it's so hot, I don't need to feel the heat. That's good. I'll back it out a little bit. Todd Lacey, good evening, my friend. Yes, it's let me see who else. Make sure I didn't. Ralph Carnegie, how are you doing? Senior Firewood Hound Larry Hoddle is here. Does it get humid in Wisconsin? Yes, it does. Usually, well, actually, yeah, June, July, August. Yes. Speaking of June, it is June, and guess what? In 3 short weeks, we will be on the eve of the Midwest Firewood Frenzy. So if you're planning on attending, get ready because it's only 3 short weeks away. I just realized that today, and I was like, oh my goodness, 3 weeks away. That is like going to be here before I know it. And I gotta just make sure everything is in line, all the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed. It's getting to be a little, it was always like, way back when, a couple months ago, it was like, oh yeah, June 26th, that's still a ways off. And yeah, now it's right around the corner. So if you are attending, I can't wait to meet all of you. If you won't be able to, just remember that we will be having the Friday night live stream as usual the night before, and then during the Midwest Firewood Frenzy, probably somewhere early afternoon, we will we'll be broadcasting live from the event. So it should be a good time. And if you are there, be ready, because I might sneak up on you and get you in on the live stream to answer a few questions. Have I ever fallen in the pond? Not like by accident. Every time I've ever fallen in, it's always been, I intended to go in. So I never like trying to walk around the edge and fix something and fallen in. Nope. That has not happened. Not yet. Knock on wood. Dennis Hayes, how are you doing? Stanley Keith, good evening, my friend. Hey, and there is our good friend from up there in Canada, Mr. GP Outdoors. I suppose it's nice and cool up there in Canada. All the heat's down here. Oh, Daniel Atkins, I don't know. I don't know if I won't be taking my splitter up there. I know that. So, Jim. Not really necessarily nervous, I guess. Maybe like a excited nervous, kind of like just, realizing that it's all going to actually finally come, be here, and will, it started out as just like a thought, and that kind of turned into, oh yeah, let's do this. And so yeah, it's not really, I guess, like a scared nervous. I'm just ready for it to be here. Hopefully the weather holds out, everything is good with the weather, and nothing too crazy and wild happens, because you never know what can happen. Always got to be prepared. But I think we are. I think we're all prepared. I think everything's in line. Should be a good time. Oh, hey, speaking of a good time, there is Mr. Jared Hildebrandt. Let her rip. All right. Well, Woodhounds, if you're new here, raise up your cups and make a toast to Mr. Jared Hildebrandt. Cheers. The swinging ladies are back tonight, as you can see. Oh, and this is what happens. Sometimes we go right back to it just when you, oh, hang on. Just when you think it's safe to put your cup down, here comes Mr. Outside with Shibe. 22 days till the frenzy. Woo! So thank you very much, Mr. Shibe. Cheers. Yes, it's 22 days. That seems, it's going to go by fast. Oh, holy smokes. Oh boy. We could get in some trouble tonight. Mr. Gringo Pines, back from vacation. Good to have you back, my friend. Kong's on the prowl. Might have to duck out. Oh boy. All right, well, thanks for that, and cheers. Oh boy. Oh. Sometimes that's what happens. Things get out of control. I think I missed a question maybe back here. Now I can't scroll back, so if I did miss it, ask it again. Yeah, 22 days. And like I said, on the Friday night live, on the eve of the frenzy, Mr. Outside with Shibe will actually be sitting right over there by that fire, or right back here behind the bar, sitting right next to the fridge, where the beer will be kept cold. Yeah, it's like I said, the main thing I'm worried about right now is just the weather. Like, that's the thing that is the uncontrollable factor. But either way, hopefully, one way or the other, it'll work out, and we'll all have a good time. Mr. Van Dusen, he did, I believe, he had the axes done, and they're on their way back over here. So we're gonna have one of those to give away at the Frenzy. There's gonna be some other giveaways happening live at the Frenzy. So if you are gonna be there, get ready, because you will have a chance to win some pretty cool stuff. Mr. Chris, is there going to be wrestling at the Frenzy? I don't know. Only if it's like, not with me anyway. I know that. Unless I have to, keep somebody in line. Then there might be a couple power bombs handed out. Ralph Kanagi, have you been working hard? Yeah, this week has been busy. I've got had some visitors come to the wood yard. It was a pretty fun week. Went by quick though. It was a short week. And I'm missing another. Where did you get your conveyor for the splitting station? I got that. I ordered it offline from Uline. Uline.com. That's where that came from. But yeah, so earlier this week, I had a message from Chris at Wolf Ridge. Somebody wanted to try out one of the Wolf Ridge splitters. So he gave me his name. I contacted him. His name was Brett. He came out here and came back to the wood yard one evening for about an hour, hung out, went over the splitter, kind of looked it over, saw how it ran and everything. Ran it for a few times. It was great just getting to meet him. He does watch the channel here and there. And then today, he actually went in and signed and ordered himself a Wolf Ridge splitter. So it was pretty cool to meet him. And then, he said, that was the one thing he just wanted to, kick the tires, get to see it a little bit, see it in action, run it. So I was fun meeting him. And then tonight, or this afternoon actually, another viewer of the channel from Minneapolis, he stopped by because he was in town helping his son move, and he stopped by just to check out the roadside stand, and then I chatted with him for a little while. So it was pretty cool meeting people. That's what I like doing. That's one of the things I really enjoy, and that's the one thing I'm really looking forward to with the Frenzy, is getting to meet more of you in person. Matt, how you doing? I have been telling Amazing Amanda too that she should do that. She should, but she was like, no one's gonna want to meet me or talk to me. So, but yes, she will be there. She might sign a few autographs. Little Boss Man, you might have a hard time reading his autograph, but not any more difficult than my autograph. Slick Willie's in the house, and Woodhound Senior's here. All right. Solid cord firewood. Any more thinking about a new shelter? Yes, I actually have. And something else happened this week that you'll be seeing coming up in a video next week. But some decisions have been made, and some direction has been decided on which way I'm going. I will tell you that what was on the top of my list was checking out a chainsaw mill. But after further evaluation and discussion, the chainsaw mill is off the list. So, no more. The chainsaw mill will not be happening. Oh, yes, that's right. Chris in the woodyard. Well, see, here's the thing, though. I don't know. Was today your anniversary? Because I know you're always ahead. So I'm thinking your anniversary was maybe like a week or two ago. But I'm not sure. But if it wasn't, either way, regardless, happy anniversary to Mr. In the Woodyard Chris. And I believe it was your wife's birthday too. So I don't know if she's watching, but wish her a happy birthday from all us Woodhounds. And happy anniversary. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it was actually today or not, but so yes, the chainsaw mill out of consideration. Talked to a couple people, and after talking to them and hearing about it, I just said, maybe it's not, maybe that's not going to be a direction I want to go. So, so out of consideration, but something else, something pretty big developed this week. And like I said, next week you'll be seeing it. So stay tuned for that. Whoo! Little cliffhanger, little teaser right there. Oh boy, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jared Hildebrandt, my friend, it's good. It's going to be a good night. Oh boy. I think you might be looking for some overtime tonight. Maybe better stoke that fire. But anyway, cheers everyone. Team Woodhound drink to Jared Hildebrandt. Thank you very much. It's going to be a good night. All right. Yeah, it's so I'm just scrolling back to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, and we're jumping right back over there to the swinging back 40 ladies. Mr. Jim Anderson. Thank you very much. Cheers, everyone. Jim Anderson, you wild man. Thank you very much for that. Yes. All right. I got to throw a couple pieces of wood on that fire. Hang on a second. I don't want to get that too hot. So let me tell you, it's like I said, it's just enough to keep it going, but not get it burning too warm, because it's still hot out. Whew, it's a hot one, and I think my light is a little too bright. There we go. Yeah. All right. All right. Yes, Mr. Hildebrandt. I'm looking into it. I might have something in line. I'm going to see if I can make that happen. Let's see here. Oh, and it's Ralph Carnegie anniversary as well. Well, cheers to that. Congratulations, Ralph. It's Mystery Gardener. Can you move outside? Well, I'm outside right now. You mean outside of the bar here? Is that what you mean? I can't right now, but I'm hopeful to be able to do so in the next maybe month. I don't know. I gotta wait and see what happens. There's some other things in the work, not firewood related, but more on the tech side of leveling up this live stream a little bit, that I'm hoping to be able to do, but won't be for a little while yet. Oh, look at this. Mr. Gringo Pines is back. Throw another log on the fire. Cook me up some bacon and some beans. All right. Well, thank you very much. I gotta get my cup placement better. Thank you, Mr. Gringo Pines. Raise your cups up, Woodhounds. Cheers. Logan. I'm sure there'll be some once little boss man gets back out here, he'll have some marshmallows, I'm sure. Oh, there is here we go. Yeah, we'll probably have that's generally the part of the after party. Once the live stream goes off the air, then we cook up some s'mores and just hang out. So I'm sure they'll be bringing some out. They're out on a walk right now. They took the dog for a walk around the neighborhood. Maybe that's what I should do one of these nights, is do a walking live stream from a walk around the neighborhood. That might be a good idea. As long as I could get my 5G service all the way around the loop that we walk, that might be a Friday Night Live mobile stream. Oh, let's see. I think you guys are like singing some country songs in here or something. Hey, Laura Popple, good evening. And Greg Popple, how are you doing? I think I saw your name fly by earlier. Oh. Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. All I would need to do is tripod in one hand and my big thermos mug in the other. Richard Westbrook, it's no problem being late, my friend. Better late than never. Better late than never. Oh, Stan Nelson, I did not jump in. Nobody jumped in the pond yet, but maybe when little boss man gets back from on his walk. Wait, did I what did I start? Did I say some song lyrics from a country song and not even know it? That wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me, but I'll have to go back and check. I'm not sure. Oh. I'm lost here on the chat, but oh well. Anyway, hey, Richie's Outdoors and Larry Cluck, good evening. How you guys doing? So, oh, and also, I don't know if everybody got to see the Woodyard Wednesday live stream, but I was asking you guys about those poplar logs and whether or not they would be decent to mill up for like some 4x4 structure posts. Oh, hang on. You guys think about that, and I'm going to come back. I got to jump over here because Senior Firewood Hound Larry Hoddle. Cheers, Woodhounds. All right, well, let's raise those cups up to Senior Firewood Hound Larry Hoddle. Thank you very much. Cheers. Yeah, so I was thinking, after I hauled those logs up from down on the farm, which we loaded up without a grapple, that I was thinking maybe I should just save those and like try to get some 4x4s out of them, because that's what I'm going to need for one of my ideas for my little shelter for some of the wood. Oh, I will tell him if he comes back. I will let him know. I don't know if he'll jump completely in the deep end, though. He's still a little... He's he's a little skittish about jumping in the deep end. Yeah, so that's the thing, though, is like if I did eventually cut those into some posts, I would like stain them, you know, I'd coat them, treat them, whatever you... Not like treat them, but I don't know if I'm going to do the whole diesel fuel and motor oil thing, but just like stain them with like some Thompson's water seal or something. And so that's what I would end up doing with them. So they would be, you know, I guess I wouldn't just leave them rough sawn 4x4 posts. And they wouldn't be in contact with the ground. So I wouldn't be burying them in the ground. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm thinking about it. Because the other thing is, if they do, or if they would be somewhat decent, I've got, I think, 12 more down on the farm. So we'll see. But I have an idea for what I want to do for some wood storage, and then another idea for what I want to do for a shelter for like the splitter and the processing area. Oh, living the dream. Living the dream. You're crushing my dream. Poplar is a weak wood. Good for trim, not structure. Yeah, that's what... So maybe I would... Well, I don't know. I'll have to see. If I made them... Maybe I'll make them... Yeah, I don't know. I gotta see if they're... I gotta first cut them open and see what they're like inside. But... Yeah, I should use... Well, I'd have to find some white oak. That's the only problem is like... You know, I'm trying to utilize what I have and then, you know, not have to like buy any logs or go out and try to find a bunch of them. So just trying to figure out the best, you know, as usual, what I always do is like I look at the cheapest way to do something. And like I said, since I got those logs were all there. But yeah, you know, that's the thing is I could go for the standing dead oak trees, but there again, I don't know how, you know, how structurally sound those things are. So we'll see. I mean, the structure I want to build for storing wood in isn't going to be very big. It isn't going to have, you know, a lot of load put on it. On the parts that I do have for like framing stuff up or like floor joists, I could probably make those like maybe 2x8s, like true 2x8. So it's, you know, fairly strong. So we'll see. We shall see. I don't know. All I do know is some things happened this past week that changed direction of everything. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Mr. Jared Hildebrandt. Oh, I will have to. I did ask Chris about this. I'll send you a message about that. We shall. I will let you know. But anyway, thanks for that, everyone. Raise your cups up. Mr. Gerald Hildebrandt. Cheers. if they hold, they are structurally good. If not, they are in a pickle. Yeah. Oh, that is true. That's the one. Well, yeah. Oh, Mr. Scheib, beer tent. How that I don't know about either. That might have to be at an after party. Somebody's campsite will have the beer tent. But thanks for that. Cheers, everyone. Mr. Scheib, thank you very much. Beer, yeah. I know there's a few people that are going to be camping not too far up the road, so maybe we'll have to go make one of their campsites the beer tent. Yeah, right. We're at White Oak. Saw surgeon right here has got red oak only if kept out of the elements. White oak or black locust if unprotected. Yeah, that's what everyone. I can't. We don't have enough of that locust around here. At least, not that I know of. Oh, and hey, my goodness, look at this. Iron and Oak Sawmill showing up late. Well, better late than never, like I told the other guy. So, thanks for that. Thank you very much. Cheers. Stanley Keith, where is the tip glass tonight? I'm working on something that I almost had it done today, and I didn't want to try to do it without it being ready. So hopefully next week I'll have something a little different with that thing I was testing last week. So stay tuned for that. But it's something that, like I said, I wanted to change it up and have it more customized, and it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it, and then I didn't have time to finish it, so. Holy smokes! Mr. Hildebrand. Once again, double trouble. Yeah. You are one half of double trouble, that is for sure. So thank you very much. Cheers. And I've got the bigger cup tonight, so the bottom of the hour refill might not be I won't need that right at the bottom of the hour. Yeah, I know it's the bottom of the hour, but I'm not at the bottom of the glass, so I won't need to. We'll refill in a little bit here. No, see, that's the thing is down in the bluffs down there at my parents' farm, maybe there is. I don't know. I guess I've never really looked for it, and I've never really looked. I've been able to identify. I guess I wouldn't even be able to identify locusts. So I don't know what it looks like. I've never seen any. But if I ever do find some, hopefully it'll be enough of it that I can get enough to make like some structural posts for this the little thing I have going on with for the wood, and then the shelter for the splitter that might be something other than the I won't need any wood for that, maybe. So I guess that just gave that away. Holy moly's! You guys are pretty wild. I'm little Jim Anderson. Fill her up. I might need to after this one. So thank you very much, Jim, and everyone. Cheers to Jim Anderson. I think I probably can. Yep. We will refill. Yeah, it's oh. Let me tell you what. See, that makes sense then. More central, yeah. Central and southern Wisconsin. Down on the plains, I think it needs to be. I don't think it grows good in the bluffs, like the hills. Firewood sales have been good this week, actually. It's they've had a couple actually today, this evening, just before we started. Had one, and it's kind of cool because I set up for a couple people that messaged me through Facebook. I set up a Venmo account or whatever, so they can just come pay me through my phone, and it's kind of cool because all of a sudden, like, my phone goes off and it says, "You just received $20 from so and so." Like, oh, sweet, very nice. Oh, hey, there's Mr. Richard Healy with the quote, "Better late than never." All right, hang on. I gotta go find you, Mr. Healy. Richard Healy, better late than never. Thank you very much. Cheers, everyone, to Richard Healy. Yeah, all right. I think I may have been missing a few things here, but oh well. So I also see I need to add a few pieces to the fire. 1 second. All right. Man, I don't know what it is, but this light seems to be a little overpowering. All right. What is going on here? Oh, yep. I know locust is good for firewood. It does burn hot. A little hotter than oak even. But like I said, I've never had a single piece of locust in the wood yard. Is it Loken Holcomb and Tyler Klein? There's your shout out, my friends. Oh, living the dream. That's right. We're once again in that. Was it last? Yeah, I think it was last week. We went the whole live stream without a thumbs down. And tonight we had one before we even started. So that's just the way it is. No, I don't need any locust unless it's in a 4x4 by 8 foot long. That's what I need locust. Otherwise, yeah. It's I'll have to go. I know Nathan Roof was telling me that, like, somewhere down where my parents live, there's an area that he's sure that there is some locusts. So we'll see. We shall see. I'm wondering if those guys must have went on a long walk. A long walk. Larry Cluck, I think, is... Have a good weekend, Larry, if you're heading out. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, the other thing. Oh. There you go. Todd Lacey. There's always one. That's the thing that I was so surprised last week. And then right at the end, like right before we shut it down, somebody gave a thumbs down. So, but there's that, what is the, there's something out there about how if you're doing something and you're pleasing everyone, something's wrong. Like you should always have, there should always be somebody. So I'm not too worried about it. Yes, I've been trying to make this happen for a while now, but still not. I'm almost certain that Little Boss Man will probably run the 500i before Amanda. Not like, with meaning like in 5 years from now. That's what I'm getting at. Because she does not like chainsaws very much. Hey, Mr. Nick Pixel. Good evening, my friend. How are you doing? How is everything out in... I forget what part of Pennsylvania you're in, but... Out east. It's the weekend. There you go. That's all that matters. It was a short week. The thing that's funny is I don't know how many of you get this feeling, but like it always seems like the short weeks, like a Monday holiday, the 4 days after that Monday, those 4 days seem longer than a normal 5-day week. I don't know why, but for me, this past week was a long week. Only 4 days. Ooh, had to get rid of that ice cube. There you go. That's right. Yeah, some people, that's the thing and the thing that's funny about this, Jim, is that like the thumbs down is they hit it before the live stream even starts. So they haven't even watched anything. They don't even know what happened on the live stream. It's like right before it starts, for whatever reason, I don't know. I actually enjoy it. I actually like the fact that, because when you think about it, it's like, to me, it's a little amusing just to think that like somebody went out of their way to log in just to leave a thumbs down. So like, it's all good. It's all good. No. You cannot. You do not get to see who gives thumbs up or thumbs down. That's the one thing that you can't see. Unfortunately. Well, I wouldn't really care. I wouldn't even care. let's see. Somebody, I think I just, here we go. Cabin fever. Cabin fever. Whoa. Things are flying by. T&J Outdoors. How are you doing? Good evening. I was at my local saw shop talking to him about the 500i, and he said he'd rather sell by the new 400. Says it's as good, but, well, I don't know about that. I don't know. I guess, you know, it's kind of like one of those personal preference things, I think. It's probably, I mean, some people, I think, maybe hype things up too much, and then they might be a little let down. But then others, don't really set their expectations too high, and then they, can truly, like for me, it was a no-brainer. I mean, I went from a 291 to the 500i, so that's a huge difference. Huge world of difference. So if you take away just the fact, like the added power and, the big things for me is like, usually every time the third pull, it starts easy. There's response time is insane. It's like not even a comparison with the trigger response. So, for somebody to say that, yeah, something is just as good because it's cheaper, yeah, okay, fine. It probably might cut just as fast, but there's other things that, go into that. So, but yeah, that's just the one thing. I mean, when you feel that response and like, and I'm sure, like, if you ran one, the other thing that I noticed that's, like you can put that thing into the wood and you can put your weight on it, and you have to really struggle and try to make that thing like bog down. Like it just continues to go through the wood like crazy. So that's kind of why, like you can. So I don't know. But yeah, some people will say, well, it's just a chainsaw. Yeah, it cuts, it's a chainsaw. But the little factors, other than just the power, the weight, how light it is, all that stuff. Jeffrey, your chains always seem sharp. What chain sharpening tool do you use? Well, that is the one thing that keeping your chain sharp is, I've tried, I do a couple different things. If I'm just touching it up like every other tank of gas, I usually take the 2-in-1 sharpener and I'll just hit each tooth 3 to 5 times. If I really dull it down, then I'll take the little Dremel grinder and sharpen it. But yeah, it's just a matter of, like, I don't know, for me, I try to touch it up, like I said, every other tank of gas. So I don't run it to where it's way dull, and then I have to like sit there and struggle and 20 strokes with the file on each tooth. Like if you just keep a consistent, you always are touching it up and keeping it sharp. I think that's the better approach. It's that's just how I do it. Some guys will run their chains till they're freaking in the wood and just shooting out like just fine powder, and that's like barely cutting through and struggling. And then you really have to work to get that chain back to having a nice edge on the teeth. So for me, it's like, run 2 tanks of gas, just take the time, and it doesn't take too long. With that 2-in-1 sharpener, just hitting each tooth, 3 to 5 times, that's all it takes. At least for me anyway, it seems to work. But the other thing too is that's like with that with the 500i, you can have a semi dull chain and it will still rip through the wood pretty good. So I wouldn't be necessarily saying that my chain sharpening skills are the greatest. It's just that saw makes it look like my chain's always pretty sharp. But you can tell when people out there don't have sharp chains. It's pretty easy to, when you're rocking your saw back and forth trying to force it through the log. Time to sharpen it up. So, hey, good night, Joe Kennedy. Have a good weekend. Tom Bryan, thanks for stopping by. Like I said, hopefully you keep the good news coming with those updates on how you're doing. Be looking for your update next week. Yeah, so like I said, I wouldn't necessarily judge, and that's kind of why I've never I just use that 2-in-1 sharpener most of the time, just, especially now in the summer, like run a tank of gas or two through it, and then, take a little break, cool down, give your chain a little touch up, and keep on cutting. Keep on throwing chips. This is an excellent point. The best way to keep your chain sharp is to keep the bar out of the dirt. Exactly. And that's the one thing I actually, you don't know, like when I built that little bucking platform back there with those logs, like that was the thing that you don't know how many times I've sharpened the chain and go to start bucking up some logs on the ground and end up hitting the dirt or something, just it always happens. It seems like, you just sharpen it and you hit a rock or something in the wood or, it's just, but now on that bucking platform, you can just cut right through, and if you go a little too far, your tip of your bar hits the other log, doesn't matter. Richie's Outdoors is a trencher. Oh yeah, I've actually done it a few times too. It's like, oh boy. Digging a trench. Yeah, I think, was it Dennis Hayes? I saw a comment back there a while back. Yeah, the frogs are croaking. You can probably hear them. And I don't know if anyone's even back yet. I was going to have Boss Man come out here. He was going to show you guys how he jumps on that lily pad over there. Oh, yes. Yes, he did, Stanley. He did, he did color those up with some chalk the other night. We were out here and he had his sidewalk chalk. There they are. We're waiting to see you jump on the lily pad. Here they come. Uh-oh. Lindsay. Oh, yeah. It gets to be it's a long wait.
So, I don't come back out with my swimming trunks on.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. He's got to get his shorts on, and then he's going to give you guys a little demonstration of the lily pad. Yeah, that's too bad, Lindsay, on the delay on the Wolf Ridge. But I've heard you know, it's just he's got so many back ordered, and sometimes I know he was having issues with getting some parts in, and everything, just kind of snowballs. And so the good news is, if you have a little longer to wait, just continue to build up your pile of rounds. Keep bucking your wood up. Get a good stockpile all ready to go, because once you get it, you're going to be able to just feed that thing and just keep on splitting. So yeah, that's what I always I tell people, just because you have to wait doesn't mean you can't continue to like do some work out in the wood yard. Just keep bucking logs up, getting wood in, staging it, getting it ready. Getting it ready, like if you know you're going to stack it in a certain spot, get all your rounds over there so you can run it right off the splitter into the where you stack it, or figure out if you want to have your splitter in a central location, bring all the wood to that location. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of stuff you can still do without the splitter. So don't let that discourage you and get you down. Oh, here we go. All right, hang on. Just wait, little boss man. We got to jump back over here. Outdoors with this guy. Here's to wood chips and not sawdust. That is true. Thank you very much. Outdoors with this guy. Cheers. Oh boy. Brett officially sold my first cord of firewood. The customer was so happy with the quality, he asked for 2 more base cords the next day. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. Do not fall into that realm of certain things are the customer's job. What? Oh, wait, you got to pull it over here, don't you? All right, hang on. I gotta adjust this thing here. All right. Let me see, how am I going to do this? All right, I gotta adjust this. Wait a minute.
All right, here we go.
Just wait. Hang on a second. I gotta bring in another camera angle, and I have to. I gotta adjust the camera as well. Live production on the fly. And then we're gonna zoom. I gotta pan you up. All right. All right. We're ready.
Ready? Ready then?
Yep. Here we go. Walking on water. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is. They want to actually see you jump into the water, though.
I don't know if in the deep end, but right here, yeah.
Okay. Just make a little splash. Jump off and make a little splash right there. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Well,
if you want me to, I can swim to the other side.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, he does like the water. He there he goes. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, this water's cold on here.
Not tonight. I'm not. Here, do another. Run onto it. Line it up so you can run onto it like a surfboard. Man, you see, this is the thing that I was working on with this. What might be coming with the tip jar. Close. Yep. And then try to land on your feet. Okay. Yep. Oh. The temperature here, I think it's still about 80 something. It was 90 today. 90. I don't know what. Mega Mike, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Good night. Enjoy the weekend. Yep. Whoa. Now I'm losing control of my window. Yeah, it's warm. Is it?
Yeah, it's kind of warm.
Oh, the water is warm. He's telling me the water is warm.
Wait, the pump is on.
Yep. Um So anyway, oh my goodness, we're 2 minutes overtime here. 2 minutes into overtime. Should we keep going a little bit more, or do you
Surfboard.
Oh, hang on. Whoa. We'll keep the surf cam going. But yeah, it's late. Well, it's not late. I mean, I know some of you have to go. So if some of you have to go, I'll throw another couple pieces on the fire. You guys decide if you want to hang out for a few more minutes. Give or take 5 to 10. We'll see. I'll be right back. If you want to, but I don't know. Oh, you gotta come over right in front of the mat.
And I'm gonna do another surfboard. I'm gonna try. Ready?
Okay. Oh! Earlier today, he was able to run out on that and stay standing.
I'll try it one more time. Okay? Should I try one more time?
Sure. Oh, hang on. We gotta jump over to the other screen. Mr. Jared Hildebrand I think this might be the last call, so take care. Good night. Thanks for stopping by, Jared. Appreciate all of it. All your super chats. Cheers, everyone.
Ready?
Here we go. One more try.
I don't do it close this time.
Oh! All right. I know you all want to see me jump in, but I am not. I don't have my swimming trunks on. I don't have.
Oh yeah.
I'm not prepared for that.
I was gonna jump in earlier.
I'm not prepared for that at all. So not tonight. But maybe some other night. Maybe next week. Oh, do you hear that frog?
I already found it.
I will do that, welder man. Thank you very much. I try to, I will try. I will keep them coming as long as you keep watching. All right, so if I, no, I can't tonight. Maybe next week. Oh, but speaking of somebody to jump in the water, here comes. There is someone to jump in the water. Hey, Richie's Outdoors. Have a good weekend. All right, I think that'll do it. Oh, what do you got there?
Watermelon.
Oh, some watermelon. Yeah. Not
Is it on the fire?
not a fan of the watermelon. It's on the pond.
Oh.
Everyone's trying to. How many people do we have in here? We got 114 watching. If we can get to 100 thumbs up,
No. I'm not jumping in.
I'll jump in. But you have the next 3 minutes. If we get to 100 thumbs up, I will go jump in. But
Careful.
we only have 3 minutes remaining. Uh-oh. We're at 86. Oh, no.
What? You just got 86 thumbs up.
Well, no, it was at 81. Oh, my goodness. We're at 89. We got
What? Thumbs up?
89 thumbs up. 11 more to go in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
You're really gonna jump in?
Oh, my goodness. We're at 92. Ladies and gentlemen, here. Oh, my God. All right. That is it. That was quick. All right, boss man, move the pad. Little boss man,
Bracket. Move.
you gotta move that back.
You have to jump it in.
I guess I'm gonna have to jump in. All right, let me adjust this over here. I have to. Whoa. All right. Here we go. Is Mr. Chris in the woodyard still here? Because you better get that quarter out. What?
So before we do this, before we do this, I want to get one more subscriber and I'll jump in two.
Oh boy. Well, now we're at 111. All right.
It looks like I'm jumping in two.
So here we go. All right. I will go fulfill my agreement. We are at 111. I didn't think there was that many people left in here. All right. Is there a towel handy out here? Hang on a second.
Yeah, this towel.
There's a brown one. I got it.
All right.
You need to jump in with those food.
With all your clothes
Oh
on?
wait, I better take my shirt off.
This is all easy, does it?
Let me make sure.
I'm jumping in two.
Let me make sure the camera is on.
Should I jump in two?
All right.
Suck your nose.
Here we go.
Better hold that on.
Okay.
apron. All right. With that, thanks for tuning in tonight. Woo! I appreciate you all being here tonight. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us Woodhounds on on the Friday night. So thanks to the moderators, thanks to all you super chatters, and everybody else. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool. Good night, everyone. Cheers.